Hey, Ryan.
Hey, Donna.
Have you heard about ASMR videos?
I have no clue what an ASMR video is.
Okay, it's supposed to be this thing that will help you get to a deep, relaxing sleep. And I know you have sleep issues, so
okay.
maybe you should be checking these things out. But what it is, it's like people get whispery close on the microphone, and then they eat things, and other people get into like the noise of what they're eating. So let me show you how that works.
Is this like a porno thing?
I guess for some people, but Ryan,
Donna,
today I want to eat for you a carrot.
I have a carrot too.
So these carrots are very orange and very small.
Because they're mini carrots.
They're baby carrots.
Okay. That's just weird. Hey, Donna.
What?
I have a lighter to light my carrot.
I'm still chewing carrots.
Me too. I dropped my carrot. I dropped my carrot.
No! I can't even eat that thing now.
Please sponsor us, carrot people.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Coyote Tales. My name is Donna Shannon, and here with me today is my husband, Ryan Shannon.
I got carrot in my teeth.
You could have worse things in your teeth.
I could, yes. Especially after watching that movie.
What movie are you speaking of?
Midsummer.
Oh, yes. There is a part of pube eating
There's
in there.
pube eating in there. So we're going to leave that part of the Midsummer. No more. Okay, next.
Spoiler alert, there's people eating pubes in Midsummer.
There we go.
There you go. Alrighty. So that's not what we're going to talk about today, though.
What are we talking about today?
Well, you know how the Discovery Channel recently had Shark Week.
Yes, and I love Shark Week.
Have you gotten through all your recorded shows yet?
No.
Well, we're going to do a very similar special.
Ooh, what kind of special are we doing?
Shart Week.
Shart. As in sharting, as in where my carrot's going to be in a couple hours.
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
Exactly. So we've both, over the past course of the month, had interesting things happen to us related with poo.
Yes, poo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a very shitty experience all the way around.
It was a very shitty experience. I mean, there was shit in my shit that I ate when I was like 8 years old.
I'm sure. So, we'll run the people through what we've been living with for the past month or so. We'll just do this chronologically. So, at the end of June, lucky me, I got COVID.
Part 2.
Part 2. I had COVID a couple of years ago, and I don't think I got as sick. The symptoms were not as bad this time, but it was bad enough.
Well, you were sick and you had COVID because a little meter said COVID.
Yeah, and I felt like absolute hell. And the worst part, this was very shitty. Not related to actual shit, but I was scheduled to perform on Comedy Works' New Faces contest on June 26, 2024, but because I had COVID, I could not do it. And I called the club, I left a message with the organizer, and I said, hey, is there any way to move to a different week? And they said, no, I'm just out.
So you don't even, because somebody got you sick, you're just out.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Well, I mean,
that's shitty.
I know, I told you. Well, I understand why. There's 168 comedians that are competing.
Oh, okay.
And they set up like the first 13, 14 weeks is all first round, and they do 12 comics every week. So everything's already packed and planned out for like 3 or 4 months.
So that makes sense.
Yeah, they're not going to bump somebody else to put me on. Now, I can try to show up the nights the rest of the Wednesdays through the rest of the first rounds and see if I can get on the standby list. Like, if somebody else cancels and I can be there. But the problem is, of course, I'm a grown-ass person with lots of responsibilities.
Yes.
And I'm not like some of the other comedians who can just go down every week and sit around and see if I get on the list. Maybe. And it's very, very difficult because my life is very regimented and scheduled.
Yeah, mine is too.
And you know how much I hate it when my schedule gets hijacked.
Worse than mine.
I hate it worse, or it happens worse.
When your schedule gets hijacked, it upsets you. I can usually adapt to it, but you're pretty much by the book. This is what I want. This is what I'm going to do, and this is what I want. This is what I'm going to do.
Well, not to be a control freak, but I know how long it usually takes me to get stuff done.
Yeah.
Like, if I have to write a resume, I know I need like 3 hours minimum just on the writing of the first draft. And maybe one for an entry-level person. But even then, that's me slinging a whole lot of what I call my organic, free-range, certified grade A bullshit. Yes. Yes.
More shit, huh?
Yeah, more shit. More shit. But anyways, I think that show was cursed because there was another guy on the show that I was going up against. I booked him as a headliner a couple of times. And he was driving down to the show. They hit like really nasty weather and got into a car wreck on the way down. So he had to surrender his spot. Same thing. That, I don't know if he has the flexibility in his schedule to just hang out.
Not a lot of people have flexibility just to hang out.
The last time I did New Talent Night, which is different, it's not the contest. Mm-hmm. So this was like in May. And I was surprised when I got there. I get there pretty early. It was like 6. The show's at 7:30. You have to check in by X amount of time or you lose your spot. And I'm paranoid, so I always get there super early.
Well, that's because of me.
Yes. But something like that where I'll lose my spot, yes.
Yeah,
I'm going to be, If you've ever noticed when I have a speaking gig or a show or something like that, I'm minimum 30 minutes earlier than what call time is.
Right.
Because I know I've been doing speaking and teaching since 2004, and I'm not going to mess with that formula whatsoever. Anyway, I'm getting on a high horse here. God, I sound like an arrogant shit. Ryan doesn't. I'm just going to drink my water and I'm not going to say anything to that.
I got nothing.
Yeah. But anyways. So there was like already 5 or 6, maybe 7 people there just standing up for trying to get on the standby list for normal New Talent Night.
Mm-hmm.
I was all like, damn. But that's the thing. That's part of the game. You got to show up. You got to pay your dues.
Dedication. You got to be dedicated.
And the people who show up on a regular basis, they make a note if everybody's on the list and all this. And it's like...
Chaser.
Yeah. Because you asked me once, a couple of weeks ago, what's your plans for comedy? Are you going to be touring comic or stuff like that? And it's like, no, I never will. And sometimes people like at the Chambers networking group will be like, dude, you talk so passionately about comedy. You should do that. That's what you love. And I go, honey, last year in comedy, I made $2,000. That's between producing or performing. And our business raked in $238,000. And they're like, oh, you should do hobby. Comedy is a hobby for you. I get it.
Comedy's a hobby, and it's always going to be a hobby.
Yeah. But then again, I do produce really, really good shows. And I'm not, hey, that's not my arrogance saying that. That's some comedians have told me that. Hey, sold out shows. So fuck you, buddy. But anyways,
fuck you.
How does this relate to COVID? How does this relate to COVID? So, with this bout of COVID, this time I got the lovely symptom of diarrhea.
Diarrhea. No pain, no strain. Just sit and let it drain. Diarrhea.
I don't think I know that song, and I am so grateful that I do not know that song.
That's pretty much the whole song right there.
Yeah. Oh, so that was fun. Not
really.
And then I was like starting to feel better. We were a couple of days in this. I was like really sick for 4 or 5 days, and we were watching Godzilla.
-1. Get the right one.
Godzilla -1. And I needed to use the restroom, and I had a cat on my lap. So it's all like, okay, cat, get the fuck off. I really need to go. And I run upstairs, and I did not quite make it.
As an adult, I think every man or woman, sober man or woman, should have a shitting accident.
Well, this was mine. And like I'm in the bathroom, I'm trying to clean up, and I lean my head out and call down the stairs. I'm like, this is gonna take a minute. I'm gonna have to take a shower. That was not a fart.
I've done it. I mean, when we had the flu, we're laying in bed, for days and days and days. We were sitting there sleeping downstairs because I was 3 steps to the toilet, and there was a couple. When I got upstairs to bed, I'd relax and Donna, wake up! I just shit the bed.
Yeah, that was fun.
Not once, but twice.
Yeah, but here was the thing about this. It's like, so I take my shower, and I'm like rinsing out everything. And I come downstairs and I go, it's okay. It was a big racing stripe, but it did not get out of my underwear. But I proceed to grab the 409 and wipe down our leather couch, my side of the recliner. And then that's when all of a sudden you go, wait a minute, did that happen down here?
Well, yeah, I was like, because, I could understand running up the stairs, and it happened, but it happened in the recliner.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was not a fart.
No, it wasn't. Man, your side gets shit on a lot. Because your mom shit on there. Maybe.
Possibly, I don't know.
Maybe pee.
Yeah.
Poopa pee.
Yeah, it's so much fun having an elderly parent.
Yeah, well, there was one time when your mom and dad were here, and your mom went to the bathroom, and there was a poop on the floor, and your dad decided to go in there and step on it and track it through the house.
He walked right into it and tracked it through the house, and it was like, that was an awful Thanksgiving.
And then we had to... Oh, was it Thanksgiving?
It was.
Yeah, because then we had to get Jasmine to go home and get the cleaning supplies to help clean the shit off the rugs.
Yeah, because they have a, shampooer, like a real shampooer. It was just like awful. That was not a good Thanksgiving.
Side note, I bought a shampooer just in case. For future, yeah.
Yeah, not necessarily for me, though.
No, it's just for... I spill coffee and beer downstairs, and I just want to clean it up.
Yeah, right.
Right. So, you're over COVID.
Yes, all over COVID. That's the only lingering thing I have from COVID this time. Now, last time, I had brain fog for like 3 weeks. I just could not think.
That sounds about right.
This time I didn't necessarily get that.
No.
The problem I have right now is my tinnitus is so bad.
Yeah, the ringing in the ear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's affecting my good ear the most.
That sucks.
Yeah, it's so bad. It's made me dizzy sometimes. Yeah. So
we used to pay for that.
Not this kind of dizzy.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah. Well, that's all right. You don't know. You didn't do as many drugs and booze as I did.
Nope. But yeah, the worst thing about COVID was just the tired, fatigued, and I feel like it was 2 years ago that we originally had it. I still feel bleh. And I don't know if it's just drugs or COVID or I'm just old.
It's time to check your T levels, testosterone levels.
Yeah,
again. I know. Well, anyways, this is like our medical report. Here's what's going on in 50-year-old Ryan and Donna Shannon's lives.
So this is supposed to be a funny podcast. So far, it's not very funny.
I don't know. So far,
I do have something I have to admit.
Yes.
My name is Ryan, and I'm a shy peer. I can't go pee if there's a guy standing next to me in the stall.
Yeah.
I can't go pee in a trough.
Mm.
Okay, thank you. I feel better now that that's out in the open.
Good to know. Thank you for your vulnerability and your sharing.
Well, we're sharing shit stories, so might as well share a pee story.
Just get that one out there. Huh?
Yep.
Alrighty then. So let's move on to part 2 of our short week, which was your experience about a week or so ago.
It's a week or so ago.
What happened, Ryan?
Being older, the doctor recommended that I get a colonoscopy. So if you've never had a colonoscopy, you realize that you have to stop eating solid foods, and you take this wonderful liquid that makes you shit.
Yeah. Yep.
And shit.
Yeah.
And shit.
Yeah.
And shit.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it was, everybody was like, the liquid's really gross. The liquid's really, I'm like, the liquid really wasn't that bad. It wasn't horrible. The next day it was the worst. The first couple BMs were really stinky and nasty, and gummy bears that I hadn't eaten were in there. The worst thing was I almost slipped a couple times. But I made it.
Slipped what way?
As in trying to get the cat off your lap and rush to the bathroom. And, sometimes as the pants are hitting the bottom of the butt cheek, a little bit leaks out. And by that time you're sitting on the toilet and it just releases.
Close, but...
No, does not count as a shitting myself.
Okay.
The problem is it wasn't shitting myself. It was more liquid yellowy. It looked like Gatorade.
Yeah. Oh. We're the worst Gatorade flavor ever.
Yeah, it was the worst Gatorade flavor. And the problem is,
what'd they call that flavor?
It was lemon.
Lemon. Well, Baja Blast is already taken.
Yeah. But yes, being older, yes. And then I had complications.
Okay, I'm not done with this idea. Okay, ass Gatorade. What's the proper name for ass Gatorade?
Ass Gatorade?
Gasorade? That sounds like gas.
That's just gas. This was full-on butt explosion.
Yeah.
Butterade? That sounds something kinky.
Or it sounds like butter. It's like the new
butter.
The new version of butter. It's not Butterade.
Butterade. Now in grape flavor.
Okay, we should come up with something creative here.
For butt and Gatorade.
Butt and Gatorade.
Acerade. No, that sounds like acetone.
Colonnade.
Now in lime flavor.
Now in nut flavor.
Because
I have heard, I don't know because I don't eat ass, but I have heard shit tastes a little nutty at times.
It tastes a lot nutty. Well,
how do you know?
It all depends on your diet.
Okay.
I don't know. I've never eaten ass.
Okay.
I don't think I have.
I think you would remember if you had.
Yeah, I don't remember if eating ass.
You've never been drunk enough to eat ass and forget about it.
No, I've never been drunk enough to eat ass.
I've never been drunk enough to eat ass and forget about it.
Waste only, exit only.
Yeah.
I don't want to be sticking my face near some place that has chemical reaction. The bill's paid off the wall.
Yeah. Okay, so anyways.
Complications, hypertension due to dehydration caused me to freak the whole entire staff in the gastrology department out.
So what does actually look like? Because you don't remember very much of this.
I just remember going in, talking to the nurse at the beginning of the colonoscopy, and waking up in a bed sweating profusely.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it was a little bit more than that going on. So your blood pressure was like 165 over 100, which is a lot.
That's a lot for me.
That's a lot for anybody. That's a lot for humans, period. Yeah. Normal is like 120. 135 is considered getting hot.
120 over 80 is considered normal, and about anywhere from 60 to 70 beats per minute. And I think at one time my heart rate was 39 beats per minute.
Consistently. Yeah, 30 to 45 beats a minute. You were having cold chills and sweats.
Oh, I was drenched.
Yeah, like your shirt was literally sticking to your body with sweat. There was so much. So your blood pressure was very high. Your pulse was really low. You were getting non-responsive. Like we couldn't keep you awake. You would just be sitting there and literally your eyes would roll back in your head. And this went on for like an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours.
I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine at this point.
Yeah. So they eventually sent us back over to the emergency department.
In that time, I had already... A body had already fought off or gotten rid of what it needed to.
You were starting to stabilize, but you were still kind of fucked up.
I was fucked up a lot.
Yeah, and they had to send you over there because they couldn't deal with that kind of emergency in the GI department. They actually should have sent you an hour sooner than they did.
Probably.
But they kept hoping you were stabilizing because it's just so rare for something like that to happen.
Yeah.
After colonoscopy, that's why I think they were a little bit slow to react. They just kept checking on you every 10 minutes. And it would be like anywhere from 2 to 4 people in that tiny room to check on you.
And I didn't even realize it. I remember there was one nurse that I kept seeing, and you. Yeah. And that was it.
Yeah. And so they sent us over to the emergency room. So they did chest x-rays and EKGs. Because here's the thing. Your symptoms could have easily been a heart attack.
Yeah.
Yeah, a cardiac event is the way to describe that.
I've even got the scars to prove it, or the hives to prove it.
Okay, that makes no sense to an audio. So the little circles
makes sense to video.
It does make sense to video, but the wire things for the heart monitor that were on your chest left little circles that are now hives because you had a reaction to the glue. Have you taken any Benadryl, honey?
No, I didn't think I needed to. Apparently I do. Maybe I'll take that for bed.
Yeah, because if you have an allergic reaction like that, that's what Benadryl is for.
Oh, I don't know. I thought it was just healing itself.
It will eventually, or you could aid it along with the proper medications.
All right, I'll take a Benadryl with dinner.
All right. Good deal. So anyways, I'm like telling you as you start to recover and come around, it's all like, I am sorry, Ryan. I cannot have another husband die of heart problems. It's starting to look like a pattern at this point. Even weirder that both were adopted, and it's like, great, now it's starting to look like a serial killer pattern with a favorite victim involved and everything. It's like
heavy-set man having heart issues.
An older, heavy-set man with heart issues who was adopted. It's like, pitter pat my serial killer heart.
It's a black widow for fat men.
Yeah.
Well, I'm still here, so.
No, you gotta die from something else, okay? Maybe a stroke, maybe.
You know what?
But not heart. No.
As much, I am a ram, so I tend to have had issues a lot. So maybe that's what's going to do me in.
Yeah, meaning you're an Aries.
Yeah.
You're not a truck. You're not ram tough.
I am ram tough, but I've cut off skin tags with nail clippers before.
Okay, all I could think of was like a ram tough truck with truck nuts, and you started to say, I've cut off
skin tags with my pair of toenail clippers.
It's like, I don't know why I went to truck nuts with that. But
well, maybe I'm a transformer. Ram truck.
We need to try check out this Ram Tough in other places.
My keister.
Not your keister.
Your keister?
Maybe.
Hey, look at the time.
Yeah, you could try an ASMR video on that. Ryan, Donna, I wonder how quietly we can do this.
I can do it real quiet. You, however, can't.
This is probably true. This is probably true. So anyways, okay, after the colonoscopy, how was it getting your digestive system balanced back out to normal?
So I got the colonoscopy drank the shit on Thursday night, Friday morning, had the colonoscopy Friday, didn't feel right Saturday, didn't feel right Sunday, didn't feel right Monday. It probably took into late Tuesday night to finally have a traditional poo. So 4 days, I pulled a Donna.
Yeah, because I have irritable bowel syndrome and the other meds that I take on a regular basis make for interesting weeks.
Yeah. So, I mean, now I'm back to normal. I'm pooping at 4:30 a.m. and, back to normal.
Today on Coyote Tales, we have a very special guest, Mr. Georgie Shannon. Georgie, say something for the audience. Georgie, do you want a cat treat? Georgie. Meow. Meow. Oh, what an asshole. Oh, okay. Georgie ran away and he wouldn't share anything with us.
No, he wouldn't. He's a stubborn. I mean, he'll talk when it's food time.
Yeah.
Felix will talk when it's food time.
Felix will talk with me anytime.
Yeah, you anytime. Georgie is not much of a... That's okay. Georgie doesn't even purr that loud.
No, he's got the very softest little purr.
Yeah. Speaking of smelly poo...
That's Felix.
That is I mean, when I come down in the morning, I pretty much know that I think what they do is they go poo and then they come and wake me up because I go to feed them and it's like, holy cow, Felix, you stink.
Yeah, but it's not his fault. Okay, so for anybody who needs a reminder of our cats, Georgie is got 3 legs. He's the orangey boy. Orangey Georgie.
Correct.
Weighs about 11 pounds.
Yeah, missing a leg. He's a big boy.
Yeah, he is a big cat. Felix has 2.5 legs.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason why he can't bury his business is because he only has 1 front paw, so he can't
dig in. He can't dig in, yeah.
To cover it. So that's one big reason why his stuff is so smelly, because it never gets covered.
So what I will do is sometimes in the morning, if it gets to me, I'll go in there and cover it for Georgie. Cause holy cow, woo, what did you eat? Well, the same thing he's been eating for weeks. He's got bugs now.
Yeah, he's a big bug hunter. He's a more successful bug hunter than Georgie is.
Because I think he's more agile than Georgie.
Or it just could be they're getting to be different ages and he's just more into it.
Yeah, Georgie's a little bit older, a little bit slower.
Yeah.
And Felix is a little bit quicker.
Yeah, then Felix only weighs 7 pounds.
Yeah. Woo.
But Felix will write checks that his ass cannot cash.
All the time.
Yeah. So one of the more interesting fights they had was they were like laying on the floor together and Felix comes over and he's like got his face by Georgie's butt. And he likes to groom. He's a groomer.
Georgie's a big time groomer.
No,
Felix is a
groomer. He tries to groom me. He's a licker, let's just say. So he's got his face by Georgie's butt. And then slowly he leans in and he's got that tongue out there and he licked him right on the asshole.
Oh, so we had to ask Felix how assholes taste.
It should. And Georgie was not happy with that.
I wouldn't be either.
Yeah, so that's where you were like, why are the cats fighting? Because Georgie pounds straight on Felix and Felix immediately starts meow, meow, help.
Wasn't it such a bad fight that you had to spray water on him?
That was a different time. But
time.
Very close. Because sometimes Georgie will start the shit.
Sometimes, more often than not, it's Felix, though. I'm noticing that.
Yeah. But in this case, I didn't see how everything started. It might have been sometimes Georgie likes to chase Felix down. So I'm here alone, you're at work, and I see the cats wrestling in the kitchen, and Felix is getting his ass kicked. And so I'm like, hey, cut it out. Because sometimes it's you, Georgie, will respond to if you go, Georgie, stop! And you like clap or stomp your foot.
Yeah.
He's like, what?
I didn't do nothing.
Yeah, but Georgie was legit pissed at Felix.
Yeah.
I don't know about what, but he wrestles. I break it up. And Felix is trying to get away. So he's not, sometimes, he's such a sub. Sometimes he'll like run a little ways away from Georgie, and then he flops on his side, and he puts his belly up, and he exposes his throat. And then Georgie bites him on the neck. And then he's like, no, don't do that. It's like, you fucking sub. You gave it up. Like, that's what you wanted. And then you're like, oh, safe word, too much popcorn, whatever.
Tuna fish.
But this time, no.
Georgie wouldn't have nothing of it.
Georgie was legit trying to kick his ass.
Oh, yes.
So Felix ran into the corner by the dining room table and cornered himself like a dumbass.
Yeah.
And then Georgie is starting to stalk up on him. And I'm like, fuck this. I grabbed the spray bottle. I sprayed just water. I sprayed Georgie down with it. And he's like, it's not worth it. And he breaks off the attack.
Yeah.
Right. But then you came home about an hour later. And he told on me.
He did tell on you.
He met you at the door.
Which is normal, but he was very vocal.
He is very meowy about it all. And all I can picture is Georgie saying that, Dad, you know what? Me and Felix, we were just playing. And we were like wrestling, but I was just playing. And then Mom yelled at us. And then we were like ran away. And then Mom sprayed me with the water. Is that about right?
That's about right. It's probably pretty close to exactly what it was. Because Georgie will meet me at the door most of the days. Mm-hmm. 9 times out of 10, and he'll wait for me to take my shoes off and follow me around. This day he was very vocal, and I went to pet him, going, "Why in the hell's he wet?"
And now you know.
Now I know.
And no, we don't spray our cats with water all the time.
It's actually bad for him. It's just the only time we do it is when Georgie gets out of hand.
Yeah. And he was doing that stalking thing. He was just a little bit too serious.
Because at one time, Felix did have a big chunk and a big nasty scar under his chin.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's why I tend to be probably overprotective of it.
Mm-hmm. But also, Felix, stop causing shit.
That's the key right there.
But he never learns.
He never learns.
Yeah.
He never learns. Every once in a while, I watch Felix and Georgie get in a fight in the middle of the room. I'm like, you know what? I'm not saying nothing.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, that's why I wouldn't bring in another cat.
Not yet.
Yeah.
No cats, no dogs.
Yeah.
No exotics.
No cats. But I did see when I went to the pet store yesterday. There was a puppy event. There were so many puppies.
No.
They had a grown-up bulldog. I would not want a bulldog, though.
No, not want to. The only reason I want a bulldog is because they fart a lot.
Well, that is a weird reason to want a dog.
Yeah.
It's like, our house doesn't smell like shit enough already. You specifically want a farty dog.
Well, not now. Not when you say shit like that.
But you want to know something that was funny? So there was a lot of puppies, actual puppies.
Okay.
The bulldog was a senior dog. But they had one who looked like a Rottweiler mix.
Okay.
Because bigger puppy. He had those black and tan markings.
The Rottweiler, okay.
Yeah, but more like on a labbed kind of body.
Okay.
So he wasn't quite as big as a Rottweiler puppy. So there were 2 cages that were stacked on top of each other. There was a really big-ass cage on the bottom.
Right.
And then there was this medium-sized cage on the top. Well, this poor black puppy is in the medium-sized cage. And he can't, turn around or anything. I'm like, what the hell happened, puppy? Did you Hulk out or something? Did you get put in here and suddenly you just grew 3 times? And now you're too big for this little cage?
Puppy smash.
Puppy smash. But here's the dumbest thing. You know what kind of dog they had in the bottom? Like a tiny fucking terrier.
Oh, fuck me.
One of those like little brown rat dogs like Fred has. What is that?
I don't know. It's a Yorkshire Terrier.
Yeah.
Yorkshire pudding.
Yeah, it was like a little Yorkie
good.
mix. It wasn't.
Yeah, it's a Yorkie.
It was full grown, but it was half the size of this other puppy. I'm like, what the
You could tell who's the dom in that relationship.
I don't know. I like the idea of the Hulk puppy.
Goes in there. Oh, great, too small.
You can have a Hulk puppy.
No, I don't want a Hulk puppy. I don't want to clean up poop after a Hulk puppy.
This is true. Would the poops be green as well?
Well,
Gamma radiation in the poop.
Well, yeah, I mean the grass is dead now, but it'd kill it even well. It might grow the grass back quicker. Hey, might be worth it.
Just remember, as we saw in The Incredible Hulk, with the one with Edward Norton, that even his bodily fluids would make people Hulk out.
Well, that was blood.
Yeah, because that was blood.
Yeah.
If somebody eats the shit of the Hulk, do they also Hulk out?
There's one problem.
And dogs eat shit. They eat each other's shit.
And they roll in each other's shit, too.
Yeah, exactly. There'd be all kinds of problems with a Hulk puppy.
You can see a fucking Hulk chihuahua. They're mean anyway.
I know, but stupid. The Hulk is kind of hulked out until he like gets balanced out.
Then you get a corgi that's got body, a corgi body with the legs of a Great Dane or something.
That would be silly.
Well, it's already silly talking about Hulk poop.
I guess so.
Yeah, we're having an imaginary conversation about, if this Hulk poops. There's a question.
Now we need to send a note to Kevin Feige at Marvel Studios and go, is this canon?
So normal body reaction is pooping. Here's the thought. So now does the Hulk have to poop in a bag?
Why would he poop in a bag?
So it doesn't get, because Hulk poops in a toilet, he flushes it. Now you got Hulk rats.
This is true.
And you got Hulk cockroaches.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what Fallout's from, was Hulk poop.
Hulk poop.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe. All right.
This is going way off. Way.
Well, you know what the next question's going to be.
Hulk baby?
Hulk cum.
Ask Black Widow. But she's dead. Now we know why she died.
Yeah. Maybe if she had swallowed, she wouldn't be dead.
I got nothing.
I am sorry, that one amused me quite a bit.
Yeah, that happens a lot.
Where I amuse myself.
Yes.
Well, somebody's got to do it. All right.
I think that's pretty much wrapped up today.
Yeah, you can't really top Hulk cum, can you? You're like, I can think of a lot of things better than Hulk cum.
Thank you. Have a good day.
All right. Well, thank you very much for tuning in, everybody. This has been Coyote Tales. I am Donna Shannon. And you are who?
Ryan.
Did you just come a little?
Maybe.
Maybe.
The thought of Hulk cum got me excited.
Well, you are the grumpy Hulk.
I know.
I could say a whole lot, but I'm not. All right.
Have a good day. Thanks for having me.
I mean, we could test that whole crumb theory, but the problem is I wouldn't Hulk out. I would just get really fucking grumpy. And I don't like that idea.
No. Shit.
All right, everybody. Y'all have a great day.
Shit.
Donna Shannon's Coyote Tales is a production of Coyote Visions Productions and is hosted by Donna Shannon. Ugh, nothing redundant about that. Theme music is Coyote Strut by James Ney. All other music is ethically sourced and licensed from sounddogs.com and epidemicsound.com. And we paid for it, I swear. We can provide receipts if necessary. All the stories you've heard are true. Only the names, events, and facts have been changed for our own amusement. In the immortal words of Obi-Wan, so what I told you was true from a certain point of view. Find all of Donna Shannon's website and social media links at Linktree. That's linktr.ee/Donna Shannon. Follow us and find out all about upcoming shows and live performances. Now go out there, enjoy life, and grab some tales of your own.